ready.
Sorry,
All right,
Pete, got
ready?
loose.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, I was getting a little loose myself.
All right, guys. Welcome to the second iteration of the MDOT podcast. You already know who I am. I'm joined here with Isaac, the number 94 or 98, sorry, in ARCA.
Oh man,
Well, yeah, I know I'm off to a bad start tonight.
we're already off to a great start.
And the co-owner of Bash Brother Racing, the 21 of Michael Pimpere. And I think Adam Alshire from Hill Motorsports is going to be here also, but he might be in and out, so who knows. So we get the Dega replay from ARCA up because I unfortunately was not able to save the replay from last night. So.
And I'm on Kansas from the Cup Series about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, so YouTube and Twitch is gonna be a little bit different. So if you hear us talking about things, it's gonna be a little bit some variation between the two streams. But yeah.
With that being said, I think we have enough content tonight that we're not going to have to worry about too much about focusing at replays to go over after how this last week's been.
No, I think we're gonna be fine. We got plenty to talk about too, because with everything with the new team stuff, people jumping teams, you know, the race last night, the ARCA race, and just stuff like that. It's gonna be interesting. This one should be a good one. Just one's from last in like 35, 45 minutes ish. So shouldn't take too long.
Plus, the three of us here that raced last night kind of want to forget about it. So,
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you guys didn't watch the race last night and you're watching now, I unfortunately was running like third or fourth, or actually no, I was running fifth or sixth, and my computer just decided to take a shit. And you know, the funny thing about it is my headset died. So I think what happened was my computer was trying to run iRacing, run Trading Paints, run Discord, and also flip-flop from what audio device and stuff like that was going on. So that's what happened to me. I think last night I went 10 laps down with 10 to go, so I finished 21st when I should have brought home a top 10 at least. So very frustrating, but you know, hey, on the next week I'm still sixth in points, I think. So pretty happy about that.
I was about to say, it's a good thing it happened now and not a few weeks from now when you start getting into that playoff time frame.
Yeah, playoff time frame's creeping up. That's 3 races from now. We got Indy, Martinsville, and then Darlington. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Each of those races, I'm personally gonna go in looking at it of just get a top 10 or top 16 and be happy, because those races have the potential to be demo derbies. Especially Martinsville. However, I do think if Martinsville is raced right and people give room and give and take a lot, I think it'll be a really, really fun race.
You know, that kind of brings me into something. We got that intermediate series coming up, and just while it's in my mind now, I suggest we don't go to Martinsville in our new Xfinity series.
So the Xfinity cars at Martinsville are really, really good. Or no, not good. They're actually miserable.
They are very miserable.
Really bad.
Yeah, they are miserable to drive because it's one of those things where you literally have to slow down to start finish line, like to even get your car.
Straight stretch. You're already forcing the brakes.
Yeah, like it's hard. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed it because that's how I race Martinsville in a Cup car anyway. I'm slow to get in, fast getting out.
I feel like I'm gonna do good in the Cup car because I'm good at the short flat tracks, except for New Hampshire, because you know, New Hampshire just.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be Martinsville is shit. I want to say next week. So we got Indy this week in Cup, and then Martinsville the week after that. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it all plays out. Darlington is just gonna be Darlington. I think it's gonna be.
No passing.
Yeah, you're not gonna be. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be, and you know, with it being the last race to get into the playoffs, it's gonna be interesting.
Some guy's gonna take a 3 wide going around 1 and 2, cutting
You
through
can't
the
even
apron.
go 3 wide on Darlington.
Oh, I've seen it tried. I have seen it tried. You can't. Rationally would be the best word that comes to mind for it, but you can take a 3 wide.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm at the win, if I'm sitting in third and I'm getting a huge run on 1 and 2, I'm shoving that bitch 3 wide.
Think
You're
anyone
gonna be
would.
racing on flat surface.
Yeah, it's all good then. I'll get it done. I'll at least try. Last race of the season, last ditch effort. Finpair, how'd you do last night?
I actually did all right.
Dirt
I-
track racing.
Well, yeah.
With a
But
slider on me.
hey,
Ooh.
hey, it's not my fault you hit everything else. And
I
I'm just trying to
didn't hit I didn't hit the wall that race.
didn't hit the wall. What race?
Last night.
Did you watch the replay? Because I'm pretty sure you hit everything but the pace car.
Eh,
Adam, you ever watch F is for Family? Take that as a
What?
no.
Yeah. So anyway, no, I had a pretty decent race. My long run was actually pretty good. I was running ninth. I was closing down Buds, so I ended up having to get a new monitor yesterday.
Yeah,
So
you told us about that.
yeah, it's pretty big, so I was getting used to it, and I took my eyes off to check my lap pace compared to Bud's, which he was a couple seconds ahead of me, and I hit the wall right in dead square on start finish line and screwed up my car.
I know that we had we had 5 cautions I think last night. Yeah, we had 5 cautions last night, and I'm gonna be the first to tell you that I was really surprised with that few cautions there. It's nothing against people driving. Phoenix is just a really, really loose track, and I personally didn't have that many issues with getting loose. Towards the end of runs, I did. I know at one point we did. I think we restarted on lap 60, and we went from lap 60 all the way to lap 120 to finish it. So that was pretty cool. But towards the end of that run, I was really starting to
Feel it.
break loose.
I did notice a lot of people that were out there definitely were either getting loose going in or coming out.
I was
But,
I was just
you
tight
did a
going
very
in.
good
I
job
wasn't
of,
really loose.
I mean, it's just Phoenix. The dog leg's really weird. There's ways to. It's just weird. I mean, we might end up going to the rescan eventually, but it'll just depend. I still have
It's
to
gonna
make.
be a whole new track, maybe.
Yeah, I
But
still
I
have
actually-
to.
I really liked it though. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, no, racing side by side there is really interesting and fun if you can do it right.
Yeah. How the hell do I want to word this? At any point in that race last night, did somebody end up cutting low or going low out of 2 and then hitting those turtles? For
Yeah,
equal-
I did-
Buds. Buds didn't he? I think he did it late in the race after I disconnected. He duped
Yeah.
hazard that shit.
Yeah, with about 8 to go, no, didn't definitely do it on purpose, but he got loose and he hit the turtle sideways, and he did some Duke the Hazard shit, and then he landed straight on the track and kept going.
Yeah, he did.
I
Awesome,
did it
that's
after
awesome.
the checkered.
But
You can get some serious sick airtime off those things on that track.
yeah, I mean, I do like the reason why I like Legacy Phoenix. I mean, I haven't raced IMS Speedway yet.
That sucks.
Is that what it's called? Is it IMS or is it ISM?
I don't know.
It's one or the other.
Pilot
Well,
one, right?
It sucks
Yeah.
in trucks. I can tell you that.
But the reason why I don't like the new rescan is I just feel like people can just cut the course with everything being asphalt.
That's the whole point of it. Did you not watch the championship races? For
Yeah, I mean, I did. I watched a championship race, but I just don't like it personally.
freaking Sheldon Creed. He ended up taking it like straight through the apron on the restart.
Yeah, I know.
Felt
Like,
track.
if you watch like Chase Elliott and like all those guys, like they're literally like pubic hairs away from the pit wall when they take turn 1.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I definitely like both tracks, but I'm a fan of the older layout compared to the newer one. But
Definitely.
yeah, I mean, I just haven't spent a lot of time on the other one, so I really don't have an opinion. But I mean, we might start going the rescans. Like I know the Michigan rescan is it's the same, but also a lot different than the current the legacy rescan is what I'm trying to say. But I know that the biggest difference I heard is the Legacy Pocono to the Pocono rescan.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which one's better, Legacy or New Pocono?
What I've heard, new Pocono is just way better.
It's not as bumpy.
Yeah.
Legacy is so damn
Uh,
bumpy.
That's a track I haven't been able to race yet, and I'm really freaking itching for it.
Yeah, so we might throw that one on there. Just to get away from the Legacy stuff. I like the Legacy stuff sometimes. Like Legacy Texas I think is way better than the new rescan of Texas, and I think a lot
Here
of
we
people
go.
would agree with that.
Get the soapbox out for you, Tabor.
But I don't know. We got a lot of tracks that we got to look and evaluate for season 3 because I have a schedule made up,
Already?
but I do not know, and I need to ask the league as a whole if we should go to tracks that we've already been to for the playoff, or if we should go to tracks that are outside the schedule. Say like Kentucky is not in the regular season schedule for Cup, so then Kentucky would be in the playoffs. So we would not have gone to Kentucky in season 3 until the playoffs.
I think it should be in this regular season too.
And I
Eh.
think a huge factor in that would be when we get done with this season, because we have every aspect of track in our final playoff races. See how that actually turns out, because that's going to flip the switch on a lot of people.
You got a short track and you got a road course in the same round.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be interesting. I kind of did that for a reason, just to throw a wrench in everybody's ball game. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. I know that if we do the whole tracks that are not in the schedule, I know that we'll have a lot more track diversity because that opens up then we can legitimately have 24 different tracks that we go to. Or it could be one of those things where we do a mix and match. Like, say we go to Vegas in the regular season, and we go to Vegas in the playoffs, and then we go to, like, say we don't go to Bristol in the regular season, say we go to Bristol in the playoffs.
You could do that.
One of those things.
That'd be fun.
So there's a lot of stuff we can do with it.
So throw a quick shout out to AJ Green, which made his return back to Cup Series last night and finished it up with a win.
Yeah, that was pretty good. He had a fast car last night. I mean, we all run the same setup, but he figured out that track and he had really good throttle control. Going back and talking about Legacy Phoenix, that track is all about throttle control coming out of 2. That is a huge part. Coming out of 2 and 4 is the biggest. I think, honestly, and this is going to go out, this is a little bit of a stretch. I think that track may be the biggest track where throttle control is the most important.
That's a bold strategy, Cotton.
But
it is. It definitely is. You can get on that. You can get on that throttle as soon as you can. You're definitely going to be fastest.
Yeah, but you're playing with fire there because your car can snap on you at any given point.
There's also a bump in the middle of 2.
The scary thing.
If you're on the gas and you hit that bump, yeah, you're gone. If you're on any steering ratio above 12-1, you hit that bump in the middle of 2 and you're on the gas, you're gone.
Yeah, dude, I'm just watching this Talladega replay, and I know that the YouTube's on Kansas, but wow, we have a shit ton of cars in ARCA.
So we had quite a few people. We had quite a few people come down from Cup for that one.
I think we only had one.
It was Johnny.
Or well, Barkley and
well, he was already in ARCA.
Yeah, Barkley and Mike Simone, which were already in ARCA. So I mean,
he was down there.
Yeah, that's true.
I thought we had a few more,
but I couldn't.
But speaking of ARCA, we had a first-time winner. First time.
Yeah, little Marlon, man.
Weeks.
Yeah, he's down in Daytona right now, actually, with his kart team. So,
everyone's
yeah,
at Daytona.
Yeah, everybody is at Daytona. Little Marlon won, snapped Davy's win streak. Honestly, I think Davy had the car to win that race. I just think Davy was kind of
aggressive. Oh, hey.
I wouldn't say over aggressive. I wouldn't say over aggressive at all. I just think that he kind of screwed himself, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, he got taken out by AJ at the beginning.
Yeah.
Which puts you way out back. And then you're fast going through the field, and it's not always a breeze passing slower cars. And as a result, I mean, he ended up getting another wreck and had no more fast repairs, and he was done for the night.
Yeah, which I mean, the whole AJ and Davey incident, that one on my end was 50-50 on both of them. You
It
know,
was definitely a racing deal. I mean, it's early in the race, and you kind of hate to be racing that hard. But with him winning every single week, I mean, yeah, absolutely. I don't blame AJ, but AJ, I think definitely, threw it in there hard and it didn't stick. And
yeah, well, no doubt, 100%. I agree with that statement. But no, the ARCA race was good. It was got a little nervous. I should have made the race a little bit longer. I don't know why it was only 60 laps on the schedule that I made, but they had 3 cautions pretty early, and then the rest of the race was pretty green flag runs. So that was really awesome to see. Which ARCA's kind of broken their stereotype with having really good racing in the beginning, and then just going to shit. So I'm kind of happy about that.
Damn right. We here at ARCA MDOT have a title to uphold.
Yeah, you do.
We get to choose when we want to race like shit, and we choose it based upon spite.
Yep.
so
Richard out there and Manny out there saying Team Latte 100%. We're going to talk about the team stuff here in a little bit.
Davey over here on YouTube.
Give us
So what you're saying, Isaac,
Give us
is
a
you
little
guys felt bad for running good last week, so you figured you'd throw a little egg in there, right?
No, overall, I'd say ARCA at Rockingham was pretty good.
That's joking, but definitely you do guys race actually really well.
yeah, for everybody, I'm going to be honest with you. You guys get a lot of new people in each and every week, and for as many as people get thrown in there, you guys do a really good job. I'm really happy with how the ARCA season's gone.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm really starting to grow up on ARCA, and well, maybe this might be a good. God damn it! What is the word I'm thinking of? Maybe this might be a good transitional piece into talking about the new stuff coming on. But there's a decent chance that I'm kind of gonna miss it.
Yeah, so the whole new thing that we got going on, obviously, is, and if you're watching, you kept up with the league kind of Discord and the general chats and stuff like that, is that we are opening up an Xfinity series on Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The reason why we did Monday is because people wanted Monday. It's what got the most votes. The reason why we did 9 p.m. is that's also because of what people wanted. So that is what we have going on. Those Xfinity will start at the conclusion of the ARCA season. So the way that it'll probably work out is top 16 in points in ARCA will move straight to Xfinity. Obviously, if you can't race on Mondays, you'll still stay in ARCA, but you'll be treated as an Xfinity driver. So that's really cool and interesting. We did have an Xfinity series before on Sunday, but everybody kind of looked at that as kind of a fun thing, and
I mean,
nobody
it
really took it
was
serious.
kind of, but
Yeah, nobody really took it serious. So we all just, we scrapped that. We'll
Like
probably
the
have some more
road
fun stuff. Yeah, we'll probably have some more fun stuff coming through the pipeline. So, that's gonna be really fun. The other thing that can get you to Xfinity too, if an admin deems that you're, good enough to go. So we're gonna have a couple people that are, just started racing with us, this week, last week, 2 weeks ago, that maybe haven't got enough races. Hey, we're having some green flag fits right here. Maybe haven't got enough races underneath their belt to be in the top 16, but 100% are contenders. So that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. We got a lot of good things coming.
Gosh dang Xfinity cars.
Yeah, I mean the Xfinity cars are different, man. They're a different animal.
That's a safe way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, if you like driving a tight race car like I do, that's a car for you. 100%.
I prefer more loose.
You like, they're both at the same time. They're super tight.
Yeah,
it feels like you're driving them on a sheet of ice. The fixed setups are absolute dog shit. Makes for really interesting racing. Best car out there in selection? Probably not, but I mean, it should show who can best handle a interesting piece of mechanical equipment.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. The second to last race before we scrapped the Xfinity series was at Indy, and that car would get tight going into the turn and then get loose in the middle and then get tight again coming out of the turn. So it was fun to drive, but it also sucked because you just never knew what your car was going to do.
And they're going too wide on the restart.
Oh, yeah,
He's
okay,
watching
I
the
got you.
Kansas race.
They're still too
But-
wide.
A push.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the Xfinity Series because it's going to allow us to have even more people in the league, and that's the ultimate goal.
Are the Cup drivers allowed to race in it?
Yeah, so the Cup drivers will be allowed to race in it. We're still working out details about that. It might just be like 3 races. In the first season, it'll probably be as many races as you want because we won't have that big of a field, and we want to make sure fields are pretty decent and in numbers. So the first couple seasons probably will be Cup drivers unlimited, but after after we start gaining some numbers, after a couple seasons go on, we'll have to limit that because we will just have too many people.
I can't wait for the first super speedway we race in the Xfinity cars and people start blowing engines.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, right?
It's gonna be-
So the way the ARCA is gonna kind of work after the season, which ARCA only has 2 more races left before the playoffs, so that's gonna be awesome. Those 2 races are, I believe, Homestead and Auto Club, if I'm right. Yeah, so those are 2 very, very wide and fun tracks, I think. I've never raced Auto Club personally in the ARCA car. I haven't even raced Homestead in the ARCA car, but just going off of the base
even
of a
have
Cup
Homestead.
car, it's
That's
gonna be
not
fun.
on one of the best tracks.
Really?
Homestead. I believe that was Adam that said he didn't have it.
Yeah, I don't have it.
I think Homestead's fun.
Especially this time of the year when you get to, especially for us people up here in the great frozen north, where it is a barren wasteland. When you hop into that vehicle and you simulate yourself in Miami, Florida, and you get your spotter telling you that the track temp is like 90 degrees and you see the sunset going on.
Oh, I know, dude. Getting I'm about to get 15 inches of snow up in here on Monday, so this is gonna be a blast. But yeah, I mean Homestead's awesome. The cool thing about Homesteads too is that you can have it underneath the lights, so that'll look cool. But the cool thing is that it's gonna be a transitional race. So you guys will start at sunset. It'll be kind of like sunset atmosphere, and then you guys will race into the night.
Talking about ARCA?
Yes.
I don't think it's that long of a race, man. It's a mile and a half. It's probably what?
Well, if you
60 laps.
it'll start to get dark like at qualifying, and then during the race, it'll slowly turn to night.
You can accelerate the progression.
Yeah, like I can turn the session on to a certain time. So like say the sim says sunsets at like 8:24, I can turn the sim to have it at like 7:50 in game time. So that's how we do transition races.
I mean, we always could just extend the length of the race since we kind of got shorted by Rockingham.
I mean, that is a valid option. We can try it. I mean, maybe it's something we'll look into depending on how people feel.
I'm definitely not saying that because I have a strong bias inclined towards mile and a half long tracks, and Homestead is one of my favorite, especially this close to the playoffs. I would never say something as controversial as that.
Yeah, but it's something we'll look into. I do know that, like I said, ARCA is gonna kind of be our melting pot of MDOT now. We're just gonna throw a bunch of people in there, see what sticks, see who's good, see who's not.
See if someone
people that
can
are
beat
good.
Jimmy's win streak of 8 in a row.
Yeah, I don't know. See who's good, see who's not. If they're not good, keep them down in ARCA. If they're good, we'll move up to Xfinity. Xfinity will kind of be the new ARCA, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So.
And allowing the Cup drivers to race with the other guys so that we all get used to racing with each other.
Yeah, exactly. And team owners can see who, they like and who they like racing side and stuff like that. So
Hell yeah.
with that being said, we're gonna start talking about the team stuff, but the ARCA stuff will end up being 8 weeks. It'll be Winston Cup style points. Whoever has the most points at the end of the 8th race will be your champion. Xfinity will go to wow, I got in the back of Simon right there. Xfinity will go to 16 weeks, and now we got guys burning out on the pit right there. Almost got little Marlin right there. Xfinity will go to 16 weeks with a 4-week playoff. You know how we have it in ARCA now: round of 16, round of 12, round of 4, or round of 8, and championship. And then Cup will stay at 24 weeks. I think 24 weeks is the best for Cup. That way we only have 2 seasons in a year, so it'll be fun. But talking about the team stuff, we have major changes coming with that stuff. We've had
Long talks.
yeah, lots
many
of talk,
discussions.
lots of talks, many discussions. We haven't really had any arguments about it because nobody thinks that it's. I mean, people don't think it's a bad idea. They just, you know. So we haven't really had any arguments about it, which is good. But with the team stuff, that's gonna be cool. Taking some stress away from the league admins and putting it on team owners to take it upon themselves to build the best Cup team as possible. So there will be team championships. The best 2 drivers from your team that finish, the best 2 finishing drivers. Sorry, I worded that really stupidly. The best 2 finishing drivers on your team will be scored for team points. You'll average those numbers out, and that's how many points you'll get for that week. Another cool thing is that team owners in Cup have full discretion over their teams, meaning that, say I am the owner of Latte Motorsports, I have an open slot in Cup. So here in 3 weeks, I have to get my Cup roster ready for Season 3 before the playoffs start in Cup, so we know what's going on and we're not having any stupid stress happening the week of the playoffs. So I will be in talks with people about giving them a Cup ride. There are multiple other teams that will be doing the same thing here soon. But the little controversial thing about being a team owner is that you have to decide at the end of the day who's the best on your team, and if you want to let go of someone at the end of the season to pick up someone better. And I think that's what makes it interesting and fun.
I think we should drop lanes.
I was just about to say, and Adam, we're looking at you.
So yeah. Then once you do get signed to a team, it is a 1-year deal.
Yeah, so you're pretty much, so say, I pull up, let's say.
I should not say year. I should say season. It's a season deal.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a word that's been kind of getting thrown around that has been bringing a lot of question into it. Like, do they mean an actual year? No, we mean a season.
Yeah, we're only going to be able to run 2 seasons in Cup a year, so that's going to be, it's just, you say year because that's what you're used to saying.
Yeah, usually a season is a year, but
yeah. So, I'm gonna have to make some tough decisions. Like, hey, do I want to get rid of the 24 car because he drives like a dickhead, or do I want to get rid of someone else to put someone else better in their position? So
definitely that aspect of the hell are those games called? Like F1 owner simulator to it. There's gonna be a lot of stuff behind the curtain.
Yeah, there is going to be a lot of stuff behind curtain. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. In Cup team owners are more than welcome to pick from, other ARCA teams, other Xfinity teams too. So just because someone's not on Latte Motorsports doesn't mean that I can't offer them a Cup Series drive. Ride is what I meant. But so that's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. If you do get dropped by a team, you do have a week to go find another team. If you don't find another team, your options are to either A, race in free agency for a certain period amount of time, or B, start your own team, or C, you can drop down to Xfinity and try to get another Cup ride. We're still kind of working out the details on that. We also are going to introduce team-owned numbers. That's a new thing coming next season too, so that'll be some things that are happening. So I think right now up front, Motorsport and North-South Racing are the only teams that have 4 people on their team, which I'm going to use up front as an example. So right now,
is Doug gone?
Is what?
Or Blake, sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Blake is gone. He's not racing with us anymore. With up front, they will own the 9 number, the 3 number, the 7 number, and the 73 number. If, for example, AJ wants to leave, if AJ wants to leave up front him and Austin will have to be in a mutual agreement about taking the number 7 with him. We think it as an admin team that if someone leaves the team, that the number should stay with the team. However, if the team owner decides to get rid of someone at the end of the season, that driver should have full discretion to take their number with them. So it's a couple things we're playing with. It's gonna be fun.
Can't wait for the drama.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome. But the good thing is we as an admin team shouldn't have to deal with it because it'll fall on the team owner's shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, let us also mention the. Ooh, just a second.
But yeah, also like our teams right now, there's only 6 or 7 teams.
Yeah, so let me go ahead and pull up that sheet real quick so people know what we're talking about. Let me go to my stream here. Go to display capture.
So we're gonna do a thing where if you you want to start your own cup team, there's a one-time fee to start the team.
Yeah, there is a one-time fee. It'll be $10. That $10 will go into the league and help us out. That will only be for cup teams. If you want to start an Xfinity team or an ARCA team, you do not have to pay that fee. That is just so we don't have teams being started for nothing. And
left and right, and we keep the numbers down because it also, depending on how many teams we have, depends on how many open slots there are, depending on how many people from ARC we want to pull up, and we want to increase this league definitely, but we also want to do it gradually. That way, we're not automatically throwing 40 drivers in because all of a sudden we have 15 teams.
Exactly. So the thing that is good, this is not updated. I just put the logos on the day, but I do know there is another team, No Toad Racing, that's going to be a team in Cup that is going to be owned by Al Corey. Al Corey will not be racing in Cup, so he will just be managing a team in Cup. So that's going to be really cool. You're going to have team owners that race, and you're going to have team owners that don't race. So that's going to be another cool element with this process that we're doing. You see all these logos. I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I'm excited about the whole team thing. I know there's a lot of questions about it, and we're trying to do our best about answering questions and stuff like that. So
I have high hopes for the direction it's going. We're definitely going to see some new rivalries, some new racing style.
There's gonna be. You don't see me in the wall right there, Kansas. There's gonna be like team rivalries, and there'll be little rivalries like within the teams. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be we're gonna have to figure some stuff out. We got the new rulebook coming that should take care of a lot of that stuff. But for the most part, it should be really fun.
It adds a whole different level of excitement to it, and in addition to you're not only racing for a championship, you're also racing for a team championship.
Yeah, and you're also racing for a team championship.
You also know what else you're racing for.
And bragging rights, baby.
Yeah, screw the bragging rights. Let's get Mr. Wood's inventions mentioned.
Oh yeah, so that's gonna be another thing too coming that I completely forgot about, and I'm glad you mentioned. Start having like trophies for race winners, that'll be shipped out, Saturday or Sunday the week after the race, or not the week after, but I mean, depending on if you consider Sunday the next week or the current week, Saturday, Sunday after the race. So, that's going to be cool. We're going to start to have, our own little trophies for our own little tracks. So that's going to be really awesome. We can make anything the size of 2 feet. So, we might have a 2-foot series championship award. We might have, it might be anything. So, the sky's the limit for what we want to do. We also got the t-shirts too that we can throw team logos on for the series, which Pimp Air actually got his 3 days ago. Isaac's awaiting his. I think his is getting heat pressed right now. I just got done talking to my aunt. So, we got a lot of good things going on, and I'm really excited.
This league is definitely going one direction right now, and I think it takes very little hearsay to agree that we're going up.
Yeah, no doubt. There's a lot of manpower behind this shit, and I mean a lot. So I'm really happy. I'm glad everybody's coming together with it.
And I think too, with adding the team aspect to it, too, you're also making people that really want to be part of this and either make their team good. They're definitely going to be more involved because they're watching ARCA drivers. They're trying to get ARCA drivers here. That now they're paying attention to Xfinity, and it brings us as a group like together. I mean, we're all competitive as hell, but still brings us closer together, so that we actually enjoy doing this as competitive as it is.
Yeah, Lance, what Joey said, we don't give a shit about that regular season champ award. That's a pat on the back, bro. Have Vicky give you that pat.
That's an attaboy. You get
Yeah.
an attaboy.
And you get 16 points into the playoffs.
Actually, Lance, I think we're gonna make an award that's an ear on a door, if you get what I'm saying, bud.
Oh, let's not go there on the podcast.
You gotta check out that pot, right?
Yeah, he does. You gotta get that Boston butt, baby.
Oh, God, here we go.
But no, I'm excited for it. The biggest reason why we introduced it is because we as an admin team there's just so many people in the league and so many people in the ARC season or series that we just don't have enough eyes to watch everyone. So we were often struggling with pulling people up because I would say one name and then Pimp Air or somebody would be like, "Who's that?" So like people legitimately who were watching the races every Thursday would not see who people were because there's just so many. So that's honestly the biggest driving factor in this whole team system.
Trying to get it to the point of the team owners and the league owner and league admins can sit back in their fine leather chairs smoking cigars, and they see a name get thrown across their they see a name get thrown across their desk, and I'm going to use somebody right here. Richard Gray, 110. David takes a big puff out of his cigar, drinks his fine scotch, says, "You know what? I like that guy. Richard Gray, get that guy a cup seat. Get him in here."
That's pretty much how it's gonna be now. But so yeah, there's a lot of good things coming. I'm excited for it. I think we're about to be on the last lap here. I think we are. Yep, we're on the last lap of the Dega.
Already?
Yeah, that was a fast race. There wasn't any caution.
I'm only on lap 66 in Kansas.
I know. I'll play it again after this.
Maybe if you guys wouldn't be hitting walls so much, it wouldn't be that much of an issue to get through a race.
Well, no, Kansas was 120 laps. There's only been one caution.
I think there's only 2 cautions that race.
How many miles is that?
120 times 1.5.
1.5. You can do it,
180.
baby. You can do it. There you go. I didn't want you to do it for him. Okay.
But yeah, the team stuff's gonna be fun. It's gonna add a whole new competitive level to it.
Yeah, most definitely.
So if you're out there and you're listening, you're a team owner, if you're part of a team, go get yourself a team logo, put it on your car, do something.
Right,
I need it. I need it because I'm gonna put it on that team sheet. That team sheet will be updated every week. Another thing that we want to talk about too is that look at these wrecks because everybody tried the wreck Davey afterwards. But another thing that we're gonna be, it's gonna be kind of a rule is that once you're on a team, you can't move for the rest of the season. I know Pimp Bear touched on that for the contract thing. There's not a legit contract. You don't got to worry about that. But just as a rule, you're not allowed to jump teams within the middle of the season. Unless something drastically happens.
Unless you're like Lance and you get cut.
Yeah, like if you get cut, that's one thing. And we know that, people are going to hurt each other's feelings. You're going to get cut and, have to go race down in Xfinity for a little. I get it. But at the end of the day, we're putting the best that we can in Cup, and that's what we're hoping for.
And I have high hopes for this. I hope it goes as everything seems to be lining up for.
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, we've had a lot more Cup Series teams create ARCA and Xfinity teams. So I think, everybody's doing what is the plan, like what the plan is. So I'm hoping for it. That's the goal.
Yeah, those teams.
Yep. So I'm gonna open it up now for questions because we're getting towards the end of this. If you have any questions on Twitch, put it in chat. If there's any questions on YouTube, let me know, Adam.
No.
All right.
I would like to take this as an opportunity to talk to the people that watch the podcast. Those of you out there that race hosted, those of you out there that race officials, be friendly, keep your ears open, and invite people that might be interested in league racing to the league, because we're gonna have a ton of spots that are gonna be opening up. And whether you are inviting somebody that is really solid and potentially the next Davey Hendricks, or
Exactly.
whether you are inviting somebody that had just gotten into iRacing like a month ago, like I raced in NIS with some guy that just got into iRacing like a month and a half ago. It brings new skills to the table and it allows more people to learn, and you never know what they can contribute to the league.
Yeah, so that's like I said, ARCA is gonna be our melting pot. It's just gonna be throw everybody in there and see what they can do. It's gonna be a poop fest for those 8 weeks, but we're gonna get the guys that are legit out of there and give them good racing in the Xfinity Series on Mondays. Dixon right now is running 8th, Colin is running 3rd, AJ is running 4th, and Bloom is running 9th in the Citrus Esports Series. That's Dixon's just waiting, I think, right now. It's way too early. They got 267 laps. Dixon's just waiting to smell blood at the end when his tires are there and everybody else's aren't. So.
Don't forget, you got Simone right there in 10th too.
Oh yeah, Simone's in there too, Joey. I forgot about that. I didn't know that I know that he raced over there, but I know last week he didn't race.
Simone.
Yeah, Simone, the 27, as he is right there. But, geez, nice. That's gonna be pretty much the gist of it. If you have any questions, post in Discord. I'll get to you as soon as I can. I'm usually pretty good about that stuff. But if there's no other questions on Twitch, no any comments, concerns, we're gonna end this thing around 45 minutes.
Anyone watching the Daytona 500?
Am I gonna watch the Daytona 500?
Yeah.
I might tomorrow, actually. I gotta get some homework done tonight, though.
I get off work at 2:08, 2:10, going to Wendy's, and going home to watch the Daytona 500.
I like to hear that.
Oh, that's such a
White family.
refined plan. Yeah. I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'll probably end up watching Daytona 500, but
Well, I think I'm gonna do an NIS race here in a little bit. Or not an NIS race, but I think I'm gonna do a C Open race. Or not C Open, but B Open race.
or some motors.
Yep.
I think BO starts in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's why we're cutting this off at 45, and we're gonna do that B Open race. You're gonna share me that setup. Lance, if you're in here, come be my spotter.
I can spot you.
Oh, that's another thing too. Before we end the podcast, we are really encouraging live spotters and live crew chiefs. So for example, Richard Gray and Manuel Valdez are on my Latte Motorsports ARCA team. They're gonna probably be on my Xfinity team if Richard can muster up enough strength to stay in the top 16. So what we're gonna end up doing with that is you are allowed to have in Cup. You are allowed to have a live spotter with you. So there could be 8 different people in your Discord. You're only allowed 4 active drivers, though.
So can a Cup driver spot for an ARCA driver?
Can a Cup driver spot for an ARCA driver? Yes, that is 100% okay.
Why the hell not?
Can an ARCA driver spot for a Cup driver?
Yes, that is 100% okay.
David, do you want the qual?
Do I want the qualifying setup? No, I'm not worried about it. So you got about a minute 30. If you have any questions, let me know. Post it in the chat
Tabor,
or something. What's up?
Can Vicky spot for you?
Can Vicky spot for me? I'll have to listen to her door. But yeah, let me shake my magic 8-ball.
Yes.
But thanks guys for tuning in. We'll be back here same time next week.
Maybe a little earlier
So-
because I got off work.
Yeah, so it just depends. We'll be live around 8 o'clock each week. This will be always broadcasted on my Twitch channel, on YouTube, also on our Midwest Days of Thunder YouTube. So go out there and support us. Thanks for coming. If you guys 50 seconds for questions. Usually Michelob's in here, so I figured you'd ask a question.
Well, with that being said, I'm registering for this race.
Yeah, I'm about to register for it too. I'll stream it too if you guys want to watch.
I'm about to go eat cereal and go to bed.
All right, I'll check them out, Manny. I'm about to go stream some B Open, so
15
We should be in
We'll
the
talk
same
then.
split.
yeah, we should be in the same split, Isaac. We should be fine. I think those are 90 lappers.
10 seconds.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, guys. 10 seconds is about to be up here in about 10 seconds. So
Wow.
I'll talk to you guys later. Come check me out for the C or for the B Open race. Thanks for watching, guys.
Lance, if you need a Xfinity ride, let me know. We might be able to fit you in.
Yeah, Lance, if you need,
he's got
there's an Xfinity, if there's an Xfinity ride, we got one for you, bud.
He's already got a team race in it.
It won't for long.
Alright.
Shaking
Thanks,
bacon
guys.
firing.
See
All
ya.
right, guys, that's fun.
I'm off.
Me too.
Now I gotta fucking register for this race.
Yeah, I got